Hey y'all, it's Betsy with Happily Ever After Etc. and welcome back to another garden video. Today's video is all about bare root daylilies. My mom actually bought a whole box of them last year. She got a bunch of those Facebook ads to order a great big box of them for, I don't remember, it was a great deal. I kept seeing the ad, but I didn't buy any. She loves daylilies, so she bought a whole box of them. We unboxed them and planted them for y'all, and I had never done anything with bare root daylilies, so it was the first time I'd ever learned how to plant them, and it's been really fun watching them grow over the last year. So after we planted them, they're bare root, so they were really small. They didn't really have any green growth, but over the course of a year, they grew quite a bit, about maybe 3 to 4 inches tall and 2 to 3 inches wide in the whole year. They also bloomed 1 or 2 blooms each plant. So, you know, not robustly huge in the first year, but for first year bare root plants that they bloomed at all is amazing. So I'm gonna put up some footage here of when we planted them, when we took them out of the box.
The Daylily collection, it says.
And I believe they come bare root.
I suspect.
Now, I've planted lots of things bare root, but I've never planted a bare root daylily.
Here they are.
Oh,
They're cut back, but they're pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty good size.
Yeah.
And I think you ordered 20 of them.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch in here.
Is this the kind of bare root that you want to soak in water before you plant?
I think so.
Oh, show them that one, Mom.
This is big.
Yeah.
Don't have to make a big hole. Just big enough to put the little daylily bare root in. As you can see, just like kind of like that. Kind of make a little mound in the middle, and then put the root kind of right over that mound, like that. So, but first I like to put a little bit of time release fertilizer in. So the holes are nice and big, so that way the daylilies can put out some nice roots. Put a little too much on here. Put some in there. And probably a little more than I need in this one too. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna put the mound the daylilies over the little hole and start putting the dirt back up around it, and then, you know, tamp it in and put the soil back over top of it. Doesn't have to go too deep. They're not very deep roots, but there is a nice big hole there for them to grow into. Nice deep hole there for them to grow into.
And now I'm going to pop in some footage from Mom's monthly garden tours that we do to show how they grew over the last year. She planted these, they were bare root. We did a whole video on planting them, and they are already starting to grow and put up buds. So
They're about 3 inches.
yeah, they've grown a lot since she planted them. So next year they might be this big, but they're still doing really well for the first year.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
and apparently they are attractive to Yorkies.
And here I put some of those other
little daylilies.
See, look, here's a really nice one. Look how pretty he is.
Yes, and so you
And
can see the difference between the new bare root ones and the plants that you planted last year.
Oh yeah, I planted.
And so by next year, these bare root ones should be
almost
this size,
yeah.
whereas these will keep spreading.
Yeah, they will.
But Mom loves these daylilies, and the goal is to just have a whole, you know, swath of them right here. They will grow together and be really pretty.
Yep.
So on the other side,
look how pretty this is, one of those bare roots.
Yep.
He's huge.
That's 8 or 9 inches.
He's big. I got that one there, that one here, and this one right here. Here's the third one.
I love that little fairy. If that goes missing, don't look at my house. And then here are bare root daylilies. So these are some of the ones we planted out of that box. And
these are actually the worst looking. Ones
yes, I was gonna say, these ones are pretty good size. Put your hand on there so they can see how big they are. See, they're 4, 5, 6 inches maybe.
And they all bloomed.
Yes.
I got blooms off of them.
So
you can see there's a bloom stalk on there.
Right here, like these, they all had little blooms, and so next year they will only be bigger and better. But that's pretty impressive for, you know, year 1.
More of these
Stelladoros
that I planted from
bare root.
And look at how nice. I have 3, 1, 2, and a third one is hiding back there under the lantern.
Finally, I am going to pop in some footage of what they look like right now. So it is their 2nd year. It is March. So all of the plants are just breaking dormancy. My daylilies that I have grown from plants right over there are coming in green. They are beautiful foliage starting to come out. Mom's, she has a lot more than I do. So her big ones already are loaded with buds, and the little ones that she planted from bare root have doubled. They are about the same size as the ones I planted from actual plants last year. So here is some comparison footage to the plants that Mom planted from bare root last year. Two, 6 buds on this one. Some are better than others. They are all growing. And my daylilies that I planted last year from cans. Now I planted those with y'all, so here is footage of planting them. These are pretty decent plants. Like, if I really wanted to, I could probably split these right now. You can see they have, you know, multiple shoots coming up. I could put a shovel right down the middle, take 2 plants of these, but honestly, I want them to bloom this year. So if we can get that to happen, that's the goal. And then there's the Rosy Returns. And these guys, this is their first year. I literally planted them like a month ago. And you can see there are just constant buds. My Barbara Mitchell daylily that I planted 3 years ago, this is his first year to bloom. And I've only had 4 blooms on each plant. I've had dozens on each of these plants. So definitely like those. And here is footage of them today, what they look like. And that is a really great comparison of 1 year of growth from a plant versus from a bare root, what they look like today after breaking dormancy, after a whole season's worth of growth. So I hope that this little comparison has helped, because I've never planted bare root daylilies, but it was really fun to watch them. And I'm doing this entire update because I found these daylilies at my local Tractor Supply. They were $7 a piece, which is expensive probably compared to the giant box Mom got, but for one daylily, that's a pretty good price. I definitely paid more than that for each of my pink daylilies, and especially because I am trying to grow as many of the pink ones as possible, not the yellow ones. The pink ones are a bit more expensive. So I'm going to open these, and I want to take a look at what they look like. They were the only 2 in the store. Somebody had already bought the rest of the supply. So we're gonna see what these look like compared to Mom's bare root ones from last year. And then we're going to plant both of them, and we will watch them grow over the next year. I'm very excited. There is a Tractor Supply in the next town over where my brother lives. So I'm gonna have him go take a peek, as long as these aren't awful when we open them, and see if he can get me some more of them, because they are beautiful. If the blooms actually look like this is called the Longfield's Glory. They are a beautiful pink with a dark pink and yellow throat. And the ones I planted last year were Rosy Returns, which are a much darker mauve color. And then I have one more pink daylily, which is actually closer to this pink, but it is taller, and I don't believe it has maybe the yellow throat. I don't quite remember. But these say they are zones 3 to 9, full sun to part shade. They're supposed to get 18 to 20 tall, and the blooms are supposed to be 3 to 4 inches wide. So these might be closer to the tall ones that I have, as opposed to the Rosy Returns are fairly short daylilies. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get these planted, and then keep coming back for those garden tours to see how they grow and to see if we get any blooms this year. I will be very excited if we do. So I actually planted one of these Tractor Supply wisteria plants. It was literally a stick when I bought it. I also planted right over there a stick that is now a full rose of Sharon. You can see my wisteria on this tree getting ready to bloom. So even if these do look unassuming, I have pretty good experience with these bare root flowers from Tractor Supply. They look like absolutely nothing when you get them, but so far, 2 I've bought. All right, so if this is like the 2 I've bought before, it's gonna have the bare root in here, and it's then going to have a whole bunch of dirt. So I think I'm gonna open it in the dirt. It does have a little guide here telling you when to plant this depending on where you live. March to May is perfect for me here in Alabama, zone 8B. And of course, a little bit of a guide, which is just the generic guide they have. You watched the video from last year. My mom showed us how to plant daylilies. She did it a little different with the whole mounding technique. So we're gonna try it Mom's way, because trust Mom. Swear to God, there's nothing in. Okay, found it. It is literally, it's not even a sticklet. Compared to Mom's, this is This is like a fifth the size of Mom's. So we're still gonna plant it. $6.99. But I swear, every time I open one of these bags, I just think they're non-existent. So I actually want it right here where this daffodil foliage is. So I'm gonna just dig that up because it's not blooming anyways. I've been digging up the daffodils bulbs. I brought gloves out here. I don't think I even need them for this tiny little baby. I need it more for this daffodil than the other guy. Deep. All right, so when Mom planted her bare root daffodils, daylilies, last year, she created a shallow hole. She put mounding dirt in the middle. She spread the roots over that mound, and then she tamped the dirt in around it. This baby does not even have enough anything to do that. So we're just gonna put him in a little hole with some fertilizer. And then we're gonna put a tag near him or we will not know he exists. All right, hold. Fertilizer. This is my plant tone that I have in my shake and bake container. More fertilizer in that hole than plant. And I use this tag that I use for my tulip bulbs. There's no tulips anymore, but we don't lose it. We're gonna put it in the hole. Back to fill it with dirt. Make sure it's really firm. I have some little foxglove babies and I have some sweet alyssum seeded all over here. So not sure if those will live, but I'm not gonna pull them up for this stick. I was going to. We'll see. Let's go plant our other stick. I'm going to unbox this guy real quick. Let's see if he is any better. I don't remember what Mom paid for her box. It was, I mean, it was a good deal, but I'm guessing it was a better deal than my $7 stick. I don't even know if I can call it a stick. It's so little. Let's see. Dump the dirt out down here. Not all in the same spot. Oh, this one is like leaps and bounds better. Like, I'm not even sure the other one was a plant at this point, so y'all. Tractor Supply did me dirty on that one. Jeez. All right. Well, I was going to say you don't need to see the second stick planted, but let's go put this guy in a hole because he is much better. This is better than the ones Mom planted last year. All right. I'm excited now. Cooking with gas. All right, y'all, I want them right here in this little space in front of the rose. We're gonna dig a little hole. And then we're going to put dirt back just in the center. Now, Mom said to take your roots, spread them out, situate that right on top of the mound, and then backfill your hole, making sure it is really tamped in around your plant. Ooh, I forgot my fertilizer. Well, this guy might grow, so let's give him some. There we go. Take 2. Go get some more dirt. All right, well, if we get some more like this, I would pay $7 for them. If I buy a couple more and they are all like the other one, I don't know, they may go back to the store. So I hope, my phone is trying to die. I hope you liked this video. If you are looking at planting bare root daylilies, I hope it was helpful. And I hope we can watch at least one, if not both, of these little daylilies grow. I will see y'all in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.